Steel and Phelps are in the middle. Lucas single-handedly standing his ground. He ended up with a huge comeback on Cobblestone. This time he starts trading 2 for 1, but Skadoodle will be taking out Phelps. So magically we end up back in a 3v3 anyway. But what a hero performance from Lucas.
I love it. Phelps is like, I want to be a hero too. It just gets bulleted in the face by Skadoodle. So we're back into a 3-on-3. Unfortunately, Lucas's best efforts there kind of thrown away because with the man advantage, Immortals are in a pretty decent spot, but 3-on-3 with Skadoodle still having the utility, this actually favors Cloud9 now. Although they will have to deal with Steel, who's got a pretty decent spot up here, looking for that one-shot headshot with the USP. Definitely possible at this range.
They're getting ever closer, and luckily for Cloud9, they've saved the grenade to get the cross in. There it is, going to be jumping all the way over. They do get stuck on each other. Please don't do that in the middle of the line of fire there. Steel out of the round. That's actually Skadoodle picking up a second kill for himself. Bolts and Henny need this. And now all on Henny. We talked about him under pressure in big games here. This is a 1-on-3 in a pistol round, and it's the opponent's map. It'd be big if he could somehow clutch this, but now he's out in the open. Once they see him, they're all going to peek him at the same time. You can count on that. It's going to be Skadoodle. Third kill for him. Very good round for Cloud9.
It's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. No, not at all. We missed the beginning there, but we're going to get the replay real quick of the start, so we don't miss any of the action. And really, we didn't. We got right into the thick of things because Cloud9 were going for a long rush, basically, and Lucas figured it out fast enough to be able to react and back off. Lucas did a fantastic job there. Those 2 kills, it's hard to ask anything more of anybody there in that sort of scenario. Bit of a tag there on Phelps to start things off, and again, very aggressive on long here from Cloud9.
And they've adopted that same smoke that people have started really throwing all the time to that long corner. It does really challenge the incoming CT push. It makes it hard. Oh, Steel taking out Shroud.
Did you get the impression there from Shroud? He's just like, I just want to live. Trying to run away. Nope.
Leave me alone.
No, no mercy. No mercy.
An interesting turn of events. You can tell. I mean, naturally, when that kind of shot comes through, you don't know what else is on the other side. They could have a scout, they could have all deagles, so you tend to slow down a bit when you lose the first kill like that. Good Molotov in the corner. Nothing is on his own, though, just trying to see if he can make this work, but he goes down to Lucas. Never fight Lucas when he's got the deagle. It's just based off current statistical evidence, not a good idea. Automatic and Skadoodle left 2 versus 4. Now, I mean, how does this happen? Cloud9, such a good pistol round, and now just no energy behind this. Phelps is going to be taking out Skadoodle and leaves Automatic 1 versus 4. Spray comes through. Automatic, 3 bullets left. Cannot make it work. Big comeback already for Immortals.
There's the force buy, and there's the win. And somehow, yeah, I don't, Cloud9, they just get picked off one after another. It starts with Shroud trying to back off to long. He gets hunted down by Steel, and then the challenge over on B-side from Stewie. Just nothing really working out for Cloud9 in that round. It was everything of Immortals, everybody hitting their shots on Immortals, and Immortals still clearly carrying it over from Cobblestone. They ended Cobblestone very strong. And they should have an idea of what Cloud9 want to do on this map as well, because this really is the map that Cloud9 want to go to. Dust 2, it's kind of like their home map right now.
Yes, I think Thorin was making a very valid point in saying that because they're so used to playing in the North American region, they're used to playing Cloud9 as well. They must have some basic understanding of how this is going to work out. Steel is in CT spawn, and they don't have the proper grenades to really deal with him. Phelps drawing all the attention from the other side, but they will trade him right up there. Nothing, getting the kill, then comes Steel. And Bolt's actually taking one of those kills.
Well played there. That was actually a very solid push going in from Steel. Not a huge fan of Phelps' position there. It's a bit of a one-and-done sort of spot where you just can't back off if more than 3 people or more than 1 person, rather, is coming through mid. Stewie going to find the shot on Bolts, but still a man advantage here for Immortals going into the retake. And Skadoodle, unfortunately for him, was not looking to T-spawn. Luke is going to get the drop on him, and now it's all on Stewie with the Tech 9. For a bit of the spray and pray, he's going to find one headshot onto Henny. Nice shots, but it's not going to happen. Plenty of time here for the defuse.
Yeah, somehow they put Steel on the defuse in spite of the fact that he's the one who doesn't have the kit, so
they like to live life dangerously.
Apparently they do. Now, I mean, that's still a very expensive round. Obviously, 2-1, but they lose 3 players in that round, and Cloud9 get the bomb plant too. So I think Cloud9 is still upset they managed to lose the second round, but that is a pretty big impactful round early on. If they can get another one of those in here, then it could be interesting. Just a couple of kills in this upcoming round. That's all they need.
So what I've noticed that's very important is that Shroud has gloves. Shroud has gloves. He's got a new pair of gloves. There we go. See? See? But then I haven't noticed anybody else.
I mean, I would be surprised if Shroud didn't have them though.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I mean that is something like he is gonna get. He probably got, you know, given it to him by a fan or something for his stream. But I mean, still, like, he's got the gloves. Does anybody else have the gloves though? That's what I'm curious about. I know that Bardolph has the gloves.
You know, the fact is, Shroud has 0 kills, so maybe it's time for the gloves to come off Settler. That's why they pay me the big bucks. It is a 1-on-4, and Shroud did go down without taking anyone with him, so it's bad news, obviously. They only get the 1 kill, and they don't get the bomb plant either, so yeah, not a successful round for Cloud9.
The deny at the end, that's painful. If they had the bonus 800, look at this. Scott still has the AWP, but he would have had Kevlar to go with the AWP. And instead, he's on a glass cannon. I imagine he's going to go for the AWP. I'd be surprised if Skadoodle didn't go for the op. He's going to go for an AK with the nades. Okay, then.
Oh, Shroud did actually sneak a kill by me somewhere. I must have dozed off for a moment. It is the 5th round that's coming up here. And sleep time is over, especially for Cloud9. They need this. They're a map down. This is their map pick. They're on the T side. This is where on Dust 2 you get to control almost everything. You get to control exactly where you hit. It's very easy to play the T side on this map. Shroud will get the refrag there on Steel, and that's a big win already. Now it puts so much pressure on Immortals trying to figure out how they want to hold. They've got themselves stretched out across the map, and especially up with that A-bomb site. Henny, the right grenades will force him back, and it'll be very hard for him to hold the bomb site.
A little bit of a tricky jump here. Just trying to get that info. Still 4-on-4 scenario. Bit of a decent spread. Lucas is holding in case this is a B split. And they really are counting on Cloud9 going for a B split right now, Immortals. That's not going to be the case. Stewie, Shroud, Skadoodle, with Ska carrying the bomb, making their way up to the site. And there's the attempt at a jump shot.
Oh, he's trapped in, but a nice shot coming out, taking out nothing. They're still coming for him down on long, but he flicks and takes out Stewie. Finally, they deal with him, but it might have been too late here. 2 versus 3, 45 seconds left. They're getting shots through the smoke, and right on the other side of that, the whole Immortals team is waiting. They're actually improvising a boost in the middle of the retake. That is some bold play coming out. Shroud down to 7 health, looking for the shot. He gets the headshot on Lucas while he's jumping. That's well played indeed. And Phelps and Bolts now, it's on them to try and see if they can pull it through here. Skadoodle, he's the one with the health. He's got the AK, perfect angle for him, but he gets taken out, headshot. And now Shroud, he just can't make it work. Phelps with the double kill instead, and Immortals stealing a big round for Cloud9.
And saving Henny's AWP. Well played at the end. There's the money to buy it, so that's a lot of money just saved. And Henny, this is the kind of explosive round that they're looking for from him on Immortals. Just the first shot, okay, that's fairly like par for the course, but then the flick on a Stewie point blank, gets 2 kills, turns it around, makes it possible for his teammates to get this retake going.
Nice movement from Phelps, really. He has to predict that Skadoodle is going to be in that position to not overpeak it. Otherwise, he just walks into the AK shot. It's very intelligent. Some smokes, some armor, some pistols, and that's what Cloud9 have. Not that much. I'm getting moderately worried for Cloud9.
Yeah, I would agree though, because this is still supposed to be Cloud9's map. Still possible here though. Looks like they want to just change it up and go for the catwalk push. They haven't gone for a catwalk push yet, and so Cloud9's starting to kind of page through their playbook, and then just putting their finger in there and saying, right, we'll go for this play. And it's, I mean, it's actually working. Good flash timings are actually forcing the angles off, and that gets the bomb plant. So Cloud9 now, it's going to come down to a retake for Immortals, but they've already succeeded in that they've got the bomb.
In the future, we're going to find out when they write their memoirs that they were all along just using the random strat generator to play, and there was nothing else there.
How sick would that be, though? Imagine like you're an in-game leader on the opponent's team. You're trying to find like rhyme or reason to what they're doing, and there is none.
What are they doing? It's like Russian Counter-Strike. Nobody knows. And he will get a kill, Phelps, and then it's pretty much the follow-up there. Not much to talk about in the round. They come fairly close to the bomb, in fact. Immortals pushing the limits of what was possible there, even with the kid. 5-1, some high fives being dished out, and Immortals still looking very solid. Cloud9 got the bomb plant, they got a kill, and now they have a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money to work with.
Yeah, Ska's up to 83. Full buy with the AWP, please. That was also a retake. I mean, that is a beautiful retake. Everybody hitting their shots. It's only really Bolts, but I mean, somebody's going to get the drop on one of the Immortals players as they come through. But that was a very clean retake. Important for Immortals as well to build their money. 4 players with a decent bank now. It's only Bolts who's going to rebuy everything. But Cloud9, Ska attempting the shot at mid. And then 4 players waiting outside a long here for Cloud9.
You know, it is sort of an ancient, almost quote from Thorin, in fact. 2013 quote from Thorin.
Get out.
It's hard to predict CS Counter-Strike because even they don't know what they're doing. So.
That's true.
Someone could find the VOD of that somewhere, I am sure, if they have the patience to dig through the archives. Henny up in a bomb site. Steel is down on long.
Didn't they block that off in the last update? That little gap in the boxes. I don't think you can look through the gap in the boxes anymore.
You could be right. There's always a different angle to taking. Henny playing the edge of the smoke very well, but a good refrag from Skadoodle. They need much more of that here. I mean, this should be Skadoodle's playground, right? Dust 2, where Orpers do come alive. Nothing in the middle. Didn't even need to fight that much, but it does bait them, and there's no way they're checking automatic. Actually, Phelps was sort of making motions like he would, but that's a sort of a sick mind game from Cloud9. Automatically going to be pushing in, getting the shot on Lucas, but not realizing there is a second player there, Bolts, to take him out. Now Shroud getting a chance for a highlight. Again, he's going to pick up one headshot. He needs another one. Spray through the box, and oh, Shroud with only 18 health. He's going to win that 1 versus 2. That was not an easy battle for him. That's going to put the second round on the board for Cloud9. Well done.
Solid work. They're getting onto sites. That's the thing here from Cloud9. They just finally needed something to go their way when it came to the hold on the site, to actually being able to defend the bomb, because they're getting onto the sites, they're getting the bomb plants. So it's just the last piece of the puzzle here, and Shroud showing a bit of individual talent, a bit of individual skill is what finally tipped it Cloud9's way. So Immortals going to spend all their money in this round, and Cloud9 finally have a chance here to turn things around for themselves. 2-5, they're trailing, but now's their chance to break the economy of Immortals.
That would be a step in the right direction, without a doubt. Henny in middle, steadily waiting. And Molotov is actually fairly well timed. How sick would it have been if there had been 2 people on catwalk ready for Stewart? Because his team could have done anything. You know, they would have been zoned out from that push. It doesn't work out that way. Henny, I'm worried for, though. He's out in the open. If he misses a shot here, he either has to fall back into CT spawn. That's exactly what he does, but he can still get caught. They are going to run up straight behind that, and a mid-air shot. He connects with Shroud. What an excellent kill. That takes down Stewie. More to come. Henny. This is his bomb site.
There we go. And Cloud9, I'm sure thinking, man, we've been really successful getting up catwalk. You know, we get that bomb plant, then it's all about holding. No. Henny is not messing around anymore. He's figured it out. He even had a 3rd chance to start things off strong as well. He missed the 1st shot, but he more than made up for that. What a play. Bomb is planted again here for Cloud9, so let's see if they can hold on to it. Nothing is going to trade 1-for-1 with Phelps. Skadoodle misses the point blank. It does it. That's it. You missed that shot, and it's all over. Henny, though, what? That's the kind of flashy offering that got him on the map to begin with, that people really started to talk about Henny as potentially being one of those strong oppers in the scene.
I mean, it's not an easy shot to hit, and it's even more tricky because it has to be timed within the rhythm of those flashbangs, you know?
Yeah.
If he does it too early, then he's just completely white, and if he waits too long, then they get up to the bomb site and get the bomb down first. So very well done. 6-2 the scoreline. And that, you just mentioned it, that was at the breaking point for the Immortals economy. They were going to eco if they lost that round. Now instead, their energy's renewed, especially Phelps, who decides to charge into Lower Dark with a UMP. Did he think they were going to go for a full eco here?
He might. Still, Henny missing the shot. Gonna get that incendiary down though, so no possible retake coming in. Cloud9 though, not expecting Phelps and Lower Dark. They lose 2 players, but they can bring it back. 2 kills, just noodle and nothing. Bring it back to a 3-on-3.
It looked like Phelps the recoil just continued up against the wall and connected with the second player. I hope we can get a replay again. It looks so insane. Like he just sort of let it go and said, this gun is gonna do its work all on its own. I don't have to do anything here. Nothing 1 versus 3. He has the advantage of 2 things. They don't know where he is by now. So much time has already passed. He has a minute left and the bomb. So this is how you can win 1v3s in Counter-Strike. because he can potentially set up for a bunch of 1v1s instead. Steel is going to be in CT spawn. He has to almost go and hard check it, otherwise he's going to get shot in the back. Steel walking right out, nothing. Instant headshot there. Going to be taking down Steel. That's the beginning of it. Flashbang, it fails. It's supposed to go over the wall. That would have been a great way to set it on Bolts, who's still inside of the bomb site. Nothing. Doesn't check the corner, and that will be Bolts with the double instead. And let's see if we can get this. Look at it. It's so funny. He just continues up very well. Immortals almost just in angle for it already. 7-2.
That's the spray control right there.
Yeah, it's well done.
7-2, you're right. This is, man, how frustrating for Cloud9, because they have to know that they had it within their grasp, but they were so close. But Immortals just dancing back from the edge, keeping away from that eco situation. Instead, now they've got the nades, they've got the guns, and it's Cloud9 with the hard eco. Single flash here for nothing. P250s and Glocks.
Great.
I wish we had never seen that. I could have believed, you know, that nothing would use the flash to set up his teammates, or, you know, flash them out onto long, flash them up onto catwalk.
Maybe it was just a prank. Just pranking himself.
Just toying.
Down in lower dark. Yeah, I want to forget about that as fast as we can as well. And nothing, certainly did his best to just exit the round and not going to be in it any longer. Henny covering the cross here. They do jump over the scope. We've seen that a couple of times in the past as well, but it won't work out. Anyway, Steel showing up and is incredibly on point with the M4. All of them headshots there. Where are Cloud9? They're down 6 rounds. The most they have is Skadul with 7 kills. And the problem is he's a lot of the time going to be relying on the AWP, because they're losing all the rounds. He can't actually buy it half the time. This round he could have, but he wouldn't have had armor.
Well, they figured out that catwalk isn't working anymore, Cloud9. They struggled with the long take at the beginning of this half. Is it time to go back to just a straight B split here for Cloud9? Try and go back to what is a tried and true sort of scenario for them that's worked in the past. Steel going aggro with the push to top mid. Full flash on both of them. Both down 3. They lose Henny, but that doesn't matter. He's got bomb control, and Steel nearly picks up the quad.
What an excellent push. Stewie actually with a stunning headshot to take Phelps out off the round. Now they get a chance to do something.
I'm convinced Phelps is actively trying to throw this game at this point. Like, why does he keep going aggressive when his teammates are doing so much work? Why does he keep hunting for kills? All he has to do is sit and hold an angle. I don't understand. Like, that is actively, and we saw it on Cobble as well, he actively throws rounds for his team.
Well, it certainly triggered both Stewie and Semba in this round. Bolts is going to be getting the kill automatic, but how is he supposed to know that Stewie's in the corner? He's already got the triple, and that's going to be the easiest quad kill there at the end. Headshot as he runs right into it. Stewie stepping up, and they need that. They need much more of that. You are right, though. I mean, after the initial triple spray down, everyone just calm down and relax and get the end. There is a sort of level of genius to this push, though, because you're right. This is a sort of round where Immortals, well, Cloud9 are thinking, just as you said, catwalk isn't working, long isn't working, so what's the next plan? Unless they're trying to figure that out, they just get hit with that huge round from Immortals, but then they just got a little bit too brave.
Yeah, they get frag hungry.
Flew too near the sun, just like Icarus. Ended up burning.
There needs to be some discipline. Because that's, I mean, right now, but that's not a round that Immortals should lose, especially if Steel sprays 3 at the top. You maybe lose Henny at the back, you know, at the back of it, but then that's, I mean, Steel did so much damage there. Oh, well, not this time, Steel. Automatic gonna catch him getting greedy. And there's the opening for Cloud9. They take over long. They can actually set it up to push here. Where is the shot?
Is this the beginning of the comeback for Cloud9? That kind of an opening frag. The smokes are up as well. Henny, he thought he had an angle, but they blocked that off too. Wild spray coming through from Automatic, and he nearly gets downed for it. Dangerous stuff. They need to really hold on to this. In fact, Immortals gonna give up on this round, which...
Fascinating.
Yeah. They have a lot of grenades if they wanted to go for the retake, and it's the A bomb site. I would have stuck around if I was Immortals. I would have just waited a little bit.
See if somebody's going to make a mistake and give it to them. I mean, that's the thing. You could have hoped for somebody to peek a corner, but look at Cloud9 as well, though. Cloud9 all 5 of them just stay put. They set up they set it up where they're holding their angles, and then they all just sit and wait. Now they realize what's going on and that there is a way out of this, and that, you know, obviously Immortals not showing themselves that there will be no retake attempt. But they did have a pretty solid setup for that retake attempt for Cloud9. Nobody taking any risks. And
in fairness to Immortals, they would have had absolutely no buy going into the next round. So if they did lose those 4 rifles, then yeah, it does sort of spark a big comeback for Cloud9. They jump from, you know, 3 to 5 rounds, and then you have maybe only 1 buy left in the half. So you do risk making it a 7-8 if you lose that whole retake. So it's not completely unprecedented. I just wanted them to wait to see if they could get a kill. You know, if they make it a 4v4 and 2 seconds later, then why not go for it?
Henny with us. He's got the angle with the op, but he's getting flashed. That smoke is up. He nearly gets the angle right, though. Stewie just barely makes it into pit, and now Henny worried about the push into mid. Steel goes aggressive. Lucas is there, caught by Skadoodle as well. 4 players at long right now for Cloud9. Well, Henny, you showed us some flashy plays earlier on. You're going to need it again here because you are alone, only just now getting joined by Phelps.
I did automatic hear Bolts running up there. I'm not sure if he did. We'll see. Yeah, his teammates are slowing up. I'm pretty sure they know that Bolts is up here. Looking, are they looking the right way? They hear him running, and they're all waiting for him. They're going to stand up at the same time. Bolts will be going down. Henny picking off 1 in the middle. But still, because there's so much time left, and Automatic going to be pushing out an outscope. Oh my god, Henny taking out Automatic. If they win the round behind this, Henny is a god. It's down to 55 seconds now. He's in the middle with the AWP. They're pushing him behind. He actually hits that shot right through the wall. He's going to be pushing him behind him. Skadoodle is right up there in the smoke. Henny flanking them and infiltrating them with the AWP. What is this play that we're seeing? No, they do turn around, and Phelps, he's going to get 1-2. Flick comes out. Skadoodle, the last one left, going for the spray, gets shut down. Immortals win the round. 9-4. Unbelievable.
This is insanity, Anders. Look at that. All right, you're just like, I'm done after this. No scope.
Oh,
this from Phelps, though. I mean, that is so sick. Survives with 2 HP.
I do want to point out again, this is the beginning of a sort of major qualifier run. If they win here, if they get 7 more rounds on the board, then they're in the major qualifier. This could be the beginning of a big story for a team that's certainly been fighting hard. Automatic and Shroud have already gone down. Immortals off to another good start, trying out on long 1 more time. Cloud9 just not making this T-side work at all at the moment.
No, that's a hard counter. That's brutal. Then the nade onto nothing as well. And, well, again, they're looking for that A split. They've completely gone away from B, Cloud9 almost. Like, it's almost like they just refuse to go over there. They want to get catwalk. They want to try and get plants over here. And so, Ska just hoping against hope that Immortals, somebody's going to get aggressive and go for a push again, but that's not the case. Lucas, lurking over at long, is going to find the first shot. Henny, flash, not going to be able to find the first, but he gets the second. And now it's all on Ska. He's not going to win the duel. Henny with the pick and the line, 10-4.
He's at 14 kills, Steel is at 14 kills, and Phelps at 16. So those are really carrying the main charge here for Immortals as we lead into the 15th round, the last of the half here. And things are looking miserable, almost beyond compare for Cloud9. They are going to even play this round, Semler, with Deagles and Tech9s. Lord have mercy.
What's tough to watch right now is that Cloud9 just refused to take a timeout. It's the same thing on Cobblestone. And here, when things are just definitely not going their way in the first half, again, no timeout, no 30-second pause, a breather, nothing. They're just putting their heads on. They're trying to be really stubborn about it. Like, something will work. If we just keep focused, something will work.
Yeah, the Chickens were taking more timeouts than Cloud9 were on Cobblestone. And you're right. There is no good reason or explanation for them not to do this. They really do need to calm down and have a dialogue on that team. Nice rush in, Stewie, picking up one with the Tech9, jumping down, and actually Skadoodle will be the one to get the kill. That's still very aggressive play, catching 2 of the Immortals players sleeping on the ramp. That'll be a good start now. Phelps, he shouldn't be allowed to do this. That's a very good job that they go aggressive. They shouldn't just allow him to go and take that big fight. 3-on-2 still, Bolts with the help, instant headshot there. Also leaves him alone, grenade. Gonna do a bit of damage to Skadoodle, but not enough to get the kill on him. Now he charges through the smoke. They're on the other side, and Stewie will pick it up. In fact, it's the Skadoodle combination at the end that sort of works out for them. 10-5 for the first half here. Immortals, I think they're going to be very excited about this still.
Yeah, you have to give it to Cloud9 there. They just had so much utility. All the flashes, basically they prioritized flashes, and it was just flash after flash after flash after flash. It's so difficult for Henny to get in position where he can actually take a shot without being blind at some point there during that push. Because Cloud9, they did a very good job using their utility to just push up onto the site. And then when you're getting rushed down by Tech9s, when Stewie is charging you from 10 feet away with a Tech9, that's so difficult to deal with. So Cloud9 now onto the CT side. Immortals on the T side, and well, Immortals have certainly had a fantastic first half.
They definitely have. I mean, I always think that it's much more difficult to find CT rounds. For most teams, it's more difficult to find CT rounds. There are some exceptions. The teams that have those powerful double AWP setups,
yeah.
If they get them early on, they can lock down the CT side. But on average, you should be getting more rounds on T side, I think, on this map. Still, it's been back and forth throughout the history. Even just in Global Offensive, it's been sort of back and forth whether or not, you know, it's been one way or the other, depending on gun changes and depending on different things. Right now, especially with sort of the added round timer and everything else, I think it's working out. It should be working out well for the T side, generally speaking. In the second half, Immortals, they're going to be playing the pistol round, and how elaborate do they want this? So far, Steel and Sport, flashbangs, and a single smoke. The problem, I mean, I think that we've mentioned this a couple of times in the past, but the challenge you face if you're playing T-side pistol is getting close enough to make the Glocks relevant. And one way to do that is smokes. If you have enough smokes, even on long, you can just create sort of a whole line, sort of diagonal line that you almost just run inside the smoke until you get close enough to the bomb side. And on the bomb side, the same principle works. They could be starting off with the default, but one thing we've seen a couple of times is people will smoke up the B tunnel, then they will boost behind it and flash their way through. You know, they will just come charging through. Over a long corner, Phelps getting into pit and taking a battle here already.
Yeah, he's actually very aggressive with this. Look at this, exactly. Stewie going aggro, and he's instantly denied. Steel with the first headshot there of the round. And Automatic trying to make something happen here at top mid, but he's going to get tagged down to 5 HP, and Henny will find the kill. 2-man advantage now for Immortals in this pistol round. Just remind you, Cloud9 picked up their T-side pistol and then lost in the second round. Right now, Immortals, if they get this pistol, they can just close out the map, although Nothing doing the best that he can here to bring it back.
Also Shroud helping out. Still a 2-on-3. Shroud right next to Steel. He jumps and gets the kill. And now would be a good time for Shroud to step it up. 1-on-2, he's got a double kill. They're coming through. He gets one more click, and that's going to be it. Shroud with the hit. No, he can't get it. He outlines Henny, who instead gets the triple kill. And Immortals, they pick up that round. Whatever happens, let's not have a face cam of Shroud here. I feel like that was his round.
There's a replay. There is the replay.
They actually decide to man up against him. They say, all right, let's just fight him.
That's a brutal way to do it. That will tilt you off the face of the planet if you're Shroud. Because you're right, they could have gone right up the catwalk.
Yeah, they could have kept going, and that would have, I mean, theoretically been a better move for Immortals. Long range and slightly ineffective spray for Lucas, but eventually.
Eventually the bullets stack up and they manage to take down Skadoodle. Shroud is tagged down to 62 HP as well. And wow, we actually have no nades, no Kevlar here for Cloud9. Prioritizing that 19th round, it looks like. That's a different take. We haven't really seen too much of that so far throughout the ELeague playoffs, obviously, that were happening this weekend, and then going into this major qualifier, this North American major qualifier.
Shroud is down on long, and he only has the P250. Where's the Deagle on automatic? He's putting into a great position. This is where you'd want it, but he just gets the timing wrong and shot in the face. He needed to sort of be in position for that first push to happen. Now Shroud down in the pit, and don't think he's coming out of here alive.
Oh, might be able to find a headshot here onto Henny. There we go. So he gets $300 bonus there. Basically pays off his P250. But now we go into the thick of things here. Taco. Best of luck for our brothers from Immortals today.
Well, I don't think they need the luck, Taco. They're already doing exceptionally well. 4 rounds away from winning, well, from making it into the main qualification stage. Which is going to be in the middle of this month.
Exactly.
And you have to watch that.
We'll have, what, ECS next, this coming week.
Yeah, also
and then
that.
The major qualifiers will be 15th through the 18th.
The madness will continue. steal to pick up one kill, nothing. Going down as well. Obviously just around with very limited equipment, so we don't expect anything else, but still, Cloud9, they need a rallying cry here, just something that could bring the whole team up again, which is, again, it brings us back to the mystery of why they've forgotten about the timeout feature.
They got 4 of them, too. It's not like, you know, you got to save that timeout like you used to, where you got a 2-minute timeout, but you had to be very selective about when you saved it, when you used it, because that was it. You only had the one. They get 4 30-second timeouts, and they're just not actually using them. Like this right now would be a good time for a timeout, right?
Maybe their plan is to save all 8 of them on the first 2 maps and use it in the 3rd map, and then they're just never going to get to the 3rd map, but you know, they wanted to, so they would have like 12 timeouts in the, I mean, you can't do that, but I'm just trying to think of what's going on.
You're digging deep.
Take 12 timeouts in a row. Henny aggressive with the AWP on the other side. Good kill from nothing. That's the kind of start they need. And now, deep breath, everyone. Slow it down. Good job from Stewie smoking it up here. Now they really need to calm down and let Immortals make the mistake. They're the ones who have to initiate the fight somewhere now.
Still setting up that B-split smoke. But you still have Lucas all the way back in T-spawn, and Bolts is rotating back there as well with the bomb. So that smoke will go down. It will cause Cloud9 to just wonder a little bit what's actually happening here. Is Automatic boosted, or is he just standing behind the box? He's boosted, right? Okay, so then, yeah, this isn't going anywhere if they actually decide to push this. Unless Steel just decides to wait.
Yeah, because you're right. If he walks up towards the B-bomb side, he will be shot in the back. But this position is still visible. Automatic, when the smoke clears, you're going to pick up that kill. Very good stuff now. 5-3. Cloud9 is late in the day for this kind of a comeback, but it's never too late. Stewie, he's hiding in the corner, and he has the M4. No grenades or anything. So once this fight begins, he just has to keep hitting the headshots. It is a strong position by the car here. You see Lucas not able to spot it out. What's next in line? Stewie hitting excellent headshots at the moment.
It's a matter of just sitting and waiting at this point. Stu, all 3 his, claiming this bomb site as his own. And they could get the double op if they wanted to. I would love to see Stewie pick up the op, because that is one of the tools. That is something you can do if you're Cloud9. You can go for Stewie on the AWP to hold the B site. Skadoodle holds on the A site. Count on the others to hold with the rifles. But they do have that in their playbook, Cloud9, to go for the double AWP setup.
Yeah, I think Dazed routinely claims, or I could be wrong, so some Dazed will have to tweet me if it's not correct, but I think he says Stewie is the strongest AWPer in NA. That's his position, that that he's the best AWPer in America. But tweet me, Dazed, if I'm misquoting you on that.
You've seen Stewie, though. Like, the guy is a monster. Yeah. Like, he is one of those all-around monster players. You give him an AWP, he hits flashy. But like that's the thing with Stewie, is that he'll hit the consistent shots that you need from an AWPer, where you're holding an angle like this, and he'll hit the flashy, no scope, you know, 180s and all that too. So a very versatile player, but I guess he just doesn't want to go for it right now. No AWP for him. He's going to hold on to the AK. Well, this is 6-13. Cloud9 still trailing to Immortals, but Immortals, this is a big round for them because they've tapped out their bank to get here.
Smoke nicely timed it. Look at the Henny. So confident. He wants to challenge it as it blooms, just in case that he can catch Skadoodle's mind wandering for a second. Automatic and Stewie inside of the B bomb side. This is looking like a round that's going to be a B split, because they've already checked out Catwalk. They know that Skadoodle's fallen back from that position. And the smoke, when it goes up into CT spawn, I think, especially because Stewie and Automatic are so far back in the bomb site here and in the window, this is going to be a rough round.
Well placed. Sandieri buying more time. 30 seconds left on the clock. Lucas is going to try and hold over on Catwalk, make a little bit of noise towards that A site, but this is going to be the B push, and a straightforward one at that. Stewie catches Phelps. Shroud is there to take down Lucas, but Bolts finds the kill that opens up the B site. Automatic, be careful about not overextending. He's going to get caught by Bolts. 3-on-3 situation now, and this situation favors Immortals. Although there is quite a bit of utility here for Cloud9 to make something happen with.
Yeah, but the problem is Steel has a Molotov, so if they try and go in through upper dark, which they're not right now, but he's going to realize that if he turns around and puts that Molotov in window or door, this round is done. They just can't do it. Here it comes, the Molotov that's probably going to end the round. Now they're trying to push through, but they can't follow through. Nothing is alone in the bomb site. Shroud couldn't make it in because of the Molotov. And now 1 on 2 here for Shroud. Bomb so far ticked already. There's no point in fighting this any longer. Shroud going to make his way out. Would have been nice if he could have stolen an AWP when he exited. He's going to make sure that Henny goes down. At least he gets that much done. Can he steal the ult? It's right there for him. That's good news. A brief disconnect, so they might just have a bit of a pause at the beginning of this round as we try and get Steel back on the server. Sorry, Bolt's back on the server, but it's 14-6 here. That one Molotov Semler that Steel had left, that was all they needed.
To cut them in half, you're right. And I think this is the tactical timeout finally being used here by Cloud9.
It's, I mean, the great thing, what I love about Steel's play is that because he's in upper dark, if he had seen someone, if they had challenged him on the stairwell there, he could have just as well used a Molotov in upper, right? And then they wouldn't have been able to do that. But he waits long enough, doesn't see anyone, then decides, well, look, if you're all going to be coming in the main way, that's not going to be working out either. Really, really good timing.
Now they have an AWP, though. So this is a bit problematic. Henny going on the hunt at the end there has donated an op to Cloud9. Skadoodle, he'll actually have it, whereas Immortals, no AWP on their side. In fact, 3 UMPs just to have more nades to work with. Henny just charges forward. He doesn't want to live life without the AWP, and Shroud is there to oblige him. Nice double headshot there from Shroud to start it off. And the follow-up stray, and the triple kill for Shroud. Big round here from Shroud, and the AWP from Skadoodle. This is just Cloud9 shredding Immortals in this round.
Why do they have 3 UMPs? They just won that round. I mean...
Grenades?
Yeah, but...
Then they went into the rush, though, so I mean...
I can't explain that. Like Bill O'Reilly. Shroud... This turning around for the flashes is just very impressive. It's hard. It's very, very easy to get tunnel vision when you're in a battle like that, and you forget about the fact that there could be more grenades coming over that wall, so credit to Shroud for that one. Henny has the lone hero AWP. Why is that? I mean...
Reasons.
It's $100 on Steel. Did he just straight up buy it for him? It's not Christmas yet, Semler.
It isn't, but I guess he decided, you know what? I'm an adult. I get to decide when Christmas is, which is actually reality because, it's only the kids who have to wait for a date, on Christmas, right?
The rest of us can buy things when we want them. Is that what you're saying?
That is kind of what I'm saying. We don't have to wait on a bearded old guy with a red coat.
It's true. We do also have to pay our bills and other things too. I think the kids are coming out on top in this game. Henny, the hero, the solo AWP, does get forced back initially, but I mean, I like the idea though. Henny had like 2 bodyguards with pistols there with him, Deagles, to escort him into the middle for a fight. Now they're doing the same thing up on Catwalk. Steel gonna make sure there's no one close, and then Henny's gonna follow it up behind them. This is like a hit squad, just the Brazilian hit squad out looking for any kind of an entry. Shroud and Skadoodle are fallen quite far back. Skadoodle hasn't been winning too many fights against Henny with the ult, but maybe this could be the time. We're going to see a run boost as well, and then Henny peeking behind it. This is an elaborate strat. Skadoodle going to miss the flick, and now that gives them the angle here. They can try and push out with 20 seconds left, but nice shots coming out of Shroud. He's shutting them down. Headshot from Henny, but I think it's too late. It's still a 1, 2 versus 4, and Henny down and out of the round. Steel with a good kill, but time is up. What a headshot, though. Wow.
And saving the M4 at the end, so he will be able to actually buy some Kevlar in the next round, won't he? No, yes, just barely enough. So he has Kevlar, he has an M4, and he has a single flashbang. Great. That was a pretty effective eco. Unfortunately, Shroud, they're expecting Shroud to be over there at long, but a change of position from Cloud9, Shroud and Goose completely wrecks the story for Immortals.
Shroud shaking his head, but in fact he's at 20 kills. He's the one carrying the team right now. It's everybody else who should be maybe criticizing themselves a little bit. 23rd round coming up here, and the Immortals, you're right. They could have maybe gone for like a Galil Tech9 buy or something, but they wouldn't have had the money for all the AKs. Even with the save them for, I think it was a risk. They're so far ahead, Immortals, that I don't think they need to risk it either. There's a little bit too much of a challenge. Just play it cool. You just need 2 more rounds, and that's it. You're at the main qualification stage of the major.
Just have to keep their cool. You're right.
And Henny holding out on long, sorry, over at B. But just a P250. I think he's praying that someone would go aggressive there.
Nice there, Lucas. Finding the one. But still, this is actually decent work coming in here from Immortals, all things considered. If Shroud goes down, if they could have found him, unfortunately he was hanging out over in CT, but if they could have found him, that would have been pretty solid. Do we have another timeout coming in here?
Yes, we do.
Oh, Immortals though. Okay, I like it. This makes a little bit more sense. Immortals in these key rounds have been willing to take the 30-second timeout and get zoned in.
Yeah, not Cloud9. I am not sure they realize the feature exists. I think there might be a communication issue. Automatic holding his ground and nothing as well. There's a good little setup for them. They almost got caught on catwalk. If they got both those kills with Deagles very early on, it would have been a dangerous round anyway. What's the economy like for Cloud9? The most they have is 5,000 on Stewie. Skadoodle has 4,850. They have a bank on those two. But the fact is, if Immortals win even one round, then the last one for Cloud9 is going to be, a weird one.
It's going to be brutal. Because you're right, Stewie's got the 5K in the bank. He's pretty much the only one who would be able to go for a solid buy. But this is the big round here. At Immortals, they had the discussion. You saw a lot of conversation going on over there. So no deep breaths for Immortals. Instead, they decide, hey, let's get Henny over here very quickly. Actually charges through the smoke, and Stewie, clever positioning from him, pays off.
That's right outside of the range of his scope. It was just covered by the black of the scope. That's unfortunate. 4 versus 5, though. Stewie, is he going to really push into upper? No, all right, he falls back. I was worried. He's going to juggle the gun back. Excellent.
I actually, Stewie is such a baller.
That is just a really good idea.
Now he has an op. This is what I've been wanting to see since the beginning of the CT half for Cloud9. Now, Stewie has the op. Let us watch and enjoy as he proceeds to destroy Immortals.
I mean, it's very late to pick up the double up setup, but if this is what makes the difference, then certainly lend some credit to Sam's idea that Stewie is one of the potential ones.
Oh, is this a bait? No.
It could be. Could well be. Just pretending that that's all he has on the other side. More smokes going up. Immortals, are they going to go for the boost on the other side of it, or are they just going to flash their way through? It looks like it's a slate flash in. Stewie missing the kill, but he's got some backup here. Steel will take one. He picks up the M4. He's planned for this all along. Stewie gets another kill, and now 3 versus 2. Triple kill for Stewie, juggling the weapons. 2 bullets left, and he's finally going to be out of the round. 2 on 2 with 19 seconds left. Shroud showing up to fight, and nothing is going to come in from upper dark. Timing is key here. Cloud9, they need to count to 3 and go at the same time. Nothing getting a headshot on Phelps is the strong start, and Bolts now 1 on 2 in the backline. Sprays, but it doesn't connect. Great retake and a great round, especially from Stewie.
Yep. I would love to just be able to rewatch that entire... Yeah, sick. Man, Alchemist is so on point, a producer. I can't even finish my sentence. And he's like, I got it.
We're ready. Yeah, this is good stuff. A really quick swap out.
Just takes the one shot with the op, doesn't hit it, but then he has his M4 to fall back on, and then he just, this is the more beautiful, like the beautiful part about it is just how long he stays alive. Yeah, sure, he dies to Phelps in the end, but he adds another like 8 seconds, 9 seconds onto that situation where Immortals are not able to get the plant and lock the site down. It buys so much time for his teammates to rotate. Well done. Great fight here from Cloud9, putting Immortals on the back foot. Immortals now, it's a hero AK here from Lucas, but the rest of them are on Tech 9s. And are they going to keep going B here, Immortals? I mean, they are clearing out mid, but Skadoodle will find the shot through the gap on Steel.
Well done. Tragically, they lost the double-up potential in that round, Cloud9, so Stewie's back on the M4 in the middle. They've swapped Skadoodle back towards A long, and those grenades and the whole setup here, the configuration for Immortals is looking like a B-split push. That's why it's I mean, I never like it when you have 2 people hard on the B bomb side to defend a B-split with. It can so easily get out of control. Stewie has to pick up at least 1 kill when they come through the middle, but if he gets pushed back too far, then suddenly they're getting swamped.
Oh, Immortals taking point with the Tech 9. Running gun. Stewie annihilates him and bolts behind him. Automatic still alive. Spots a man at window. This is a solid hold coming in here for Cloud9. Excellent work between the two of them.
Great double kill for Stewie. That's what they need, because the problem is otherwise you have to defend window, door, and upper dark at the same time. And you only have 2 people, and that's 3 angles. So the math, it's mathematically not impossible, but
it's not. It's improbable or difficult. We'll just say
the science of Counter-Strike.
Challenging.
14-11, 26th round here. Henny unable to get a clear scope on anyone. The gap is closing rapidly. Cloud9, it's their map pick, and they were off to an incredibly slow start. Now that they are in the game, things are really looking bright, and it's been led by Shroud, who's at 21 kills, Stewie, who's at 20. That combination of those 2 players is what's pulling Cloud9 back in the game. And Skadoodle missing what looked like it maybe should have been an easy kill.
Yeah, tough break there for Skadoodle. Now falls back to the cars. That gives Immortals control of Catwalk. They've made sure now that they have been able to delay the rotation, a quick rotation from Cloud9 if they do go for the B split. Because it does seem like that's the game plan here for Immortals. They've just been repeatedly going towards B. Bomb is waiting in upper dark. Lucas trying to get his way through, but he's not going to manage it. Skadoodle is there to find the shot on him. A little bit of a rotate coming in here from Stewie. They've completely sold this fake. Cloud9 over-rotate and leave the B bomb site wide open.
Steel covering lower dark. If he takes out Stewie here, that will be a big kill, and he will do that. That is hugely important. Now, here's the problem one more time. Immortals have 2 Molotovs left. They put the bomb down. It's an equal 4-on-4. Now it's a 4-on-3. Cloud9, they might as well pack it up. There's no way they're going to break through with all these Molotovs on the other side. And I promise you, as soon as the first one goes down, they're going to realize as well. There's one. It actually goes a bit wide. Automatic. Yeah, there's no point any longer. That's the retreat. As soon as you see that first grenade going in, you know it's going to be done. They're being even chased. Phelps, a little greedy maybe.
Yeah, they're giving up some valuable weapons here, Immortals. They need to calm down. Steel is going to get all the way over to T-spawn, and Henny is making sure that nobody can sneak in here and ninja that bomb. But Cloud9, now the pressure is on. And it's mounting. There was quite a reaction from Stewie when he got caught in lower dark from him. So, I mean, they just need to kind of zone in here, Cloud9. Again, this would almost be like the purpose of the timeout. You know, deep breaths. Get refocused. 15-11 right now. Immortals on match point, and they have 4 of them.
Cloud9 just don't care. Straight don't care. 11-15, 27th round here. Match and map point for Immortals. 1 round away from making the qualification stage of the next major. Steel running into the middle, charging out all the way into the over this high-powered round, and the headshot following up on automatic. Stewie in the corner. This would be the defense of a lifetime if he can make it work. He's going to pick up the 1 kill, continues the spray, tries to make it work. Stewie picking up 1 shot on Lucas. The rest of Immortals trickling in, and there it is. Steel with the hard quad kill to end the round.